I am your host, Chris Bogue. Today we are going to be playing a game where three competitors are going to have to square off and battle each other, giving PowerPoint presentations that they have never seen before. So we have three wonderful guests who are going to be joining us today. But before they join us, I want to say hello to everybody who is watching us live. Hello, if you are watching this live on LinkedIn or YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, wherever you're watching this live from, go ahead and jump into the comments. All right, I know a couple weeks ago we were having problems with the comments, so I need you guys to jump in here and start leaving comments to make sure that Restream isn't still broken. But yeah, jump in here. You see, we've got three topics up here. We are going to be doing a show that involves you. The audience is going to be deciding who is the winner today and who is crowned smartest person in the world. But before we introduce our first guest, let's give a big thank you to today's sponsors. So you may notice underneath that today we are being sponsored by two amazing companies, Apollo.io and Flying Cat Marketing. So if you don't know anything about them, real briefly, Apollo.io is everything you need for your go-to-market sales operation, right? So you need accurate data, you need sales automation, you need sequences, whatever you need, Apollo's got it, all right? You have too many jobs as a seller, or if you're a solo business owner like me, it is so stressful doing sales between data and automation and outbound. There's so many things to manage. Go to Apollo.io. It has everything you need to get organized, get sequenced, and get automated with your sales. Also, today's episode is brought to you by Flying Cat. So Flying Cat is the premier marketing agency. They are the exclusive marketing agency partner of this show, and they're here to help you scale your B2B SaaS company. Right? Especially if you are at the 7-figure mark, looking to scale to 8 figures, or maybe the high 6 figures, looking to scale to 7 figures. That's what Apollo is here for, right? They have a team of, it's a primarily women-run company operating in over 15 countries. Okay, they do organic marketing campaigns and SEO to make sure that you can show up and speak to your customers the way they want to be spoken to, and you can actually scale your business not only in the USA but also across Europe. So check out flyingcatmarketing.com. Again, those are our two sponsors today. They are fantastic. And hello, I see we have a lot of activity here in the comments today. So I'm just going to throw this up here. So everybody, if you're watching this live, you are involved in the show today. We've got three topics that we're going to be choosing from, and I want to hear from you. So we're going to be doing three presentations today. This is an improv game. Again, this is something fun we do. I coach people to get on video. It's all about getting out of your head and going out there and speaking confidently. So if you are playing today, feel free to give suggestions. Feel free to comment on the presentations you're seeing, and also feel free to try this at home. You would be amazed at how fun it is to just make horrible PowerPoint presentations with your friends and force them to give those presentations. So you can play it at home. Thank you to everybody who is joining us today. We have three topics here. We have human resources, goal setting, and LinkedIn growth. So everybody, let's go ahead. If you are watching this right now, if you are in the comments, I want you to comment with either a 1, 2, or a 3. Comment with a 1 if you want to see a presentation about human resources. Comment 2 if you want to see a presentation about goal setting. And comment 3 if you want to see a presentation about LinkedIn growth. Let's just see. What do we have here in the comments? All right. We're going to bring in our first guest here while everybody is commenting. Lauren says, what up, Crispy? I'm saying, what up, Lauren S. All right. And the first one I saw up there is 3. So we are going to bring in today's first contestant, and that is Ryan Quindlen. Ryan, welcome to Death by PowerPoint.
What's up, Chris? Thank you for having me. I'm absolutely terrified.
Hey, that's reason to be terrified. You're about to jump into a situation you've never seen before, and that's fine. That's why we do this. As we always say here, how could it possibly be worse than most of what's on LinkedIn? Right?
Which is already mostly improvised. So
yeah. I said this is the only improv show on LinkedIn. Those people are all just making it up. right? They're all just making it up. So,
That's the great improv show that is LinkedIn.
yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to get this kicked off right now. Ryan, your topic is LinkedIn growth. We're going to give you a countdown of 3, and then we're going to get started. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of fun here, but I would like to talk to you about some of the dark secrets of LinkedIn. Some of the things that maybe the media doesn't want you to know, like how to become a LinkedIn top voice. But not just how to become any LinkedIn top voice, how to become one of the top voices on LinkedIn. And it's not quite as clean as you'd expect. You want to be like me, you got to work for it. You got to get blood on your hands. You got to dig through the bowels of this industry and come out the other side, your hair blowing in the wind, okay? People want to understand the algorithm. There's bodies buried underneath the algorithm, and I'm going to tell you where. Let's talk about the bodies of LinkedIn. Next slide. First up, failing. You ever notice people that completely bomb on LinkedIn just get completely buried? We thought that maybe it was just the algorithm hiding their posts, but could there be something darker? Perhaps something even sinister? Are these people just disappearing for our feeds, or are they disappearing in real life as well? Next slide. Whoa. Whoa, I know that's your reaction. That's certainly my reaction to this slide as well. You should be able to fail a little, right? But Ryan, I haven't been taken out by the secret LinkedIn LinkedIn Illuminati. We'll work on the title. Because I fail just a little bit. Well, that's the secret, folks, and let me tell you why. You got to steal. You got to beg, borrow, and steal in this industry. You want to get the reactions, you want to get the comments that you need. You think those are just going to come organically? Organic social is a lie. It should be called thieving social. If you're not blackmailing your friends and family into giving you the engagement that you need, are you even serious about becoming a LinkedIn creator at all? I've burned every personal bridge in my life to get here, and frankly, you must do the same. Next slide. Ah, that that's me, that's me. That's not a headache. That is a new proprietary technology from Meta, from LinkedIn, that they're testing on the creators that they fear the most. This is something that I'm worried about personally. Even exposing them today, I'm a little worried that soon my forehead could look as red as this guy's. Next slide, please. This is what they do. They spread misinformation. They want to get in your head. You don't even know if what I'm saying is the truth. I might be making all this up on the spot. But what they do want is they want you confused. They want you asking, where are these top creators going? The ones that bomb, the ones that disappear off my feed. Are they gone completely? Is it something sinister? Or am I just completely making this all up? Ah, there she is. There she is. That's that's the CEO of LinkedIn. So people think that the CEO of LinkedIn is Ryan Roslansky. Yeah, that's a lie. It's this woman right here. This is the big secret at the heart of everything, that LinkedIn is actually run by an AI executive board. And what they want is, next slide, they want you to thank me. That's what they want. They want you to thank me. That's what they want. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. I am nervous just being here exposing the truth, but I am glad that you're listening. I'm very glad to be given this soapbox. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you very much. Everybody, give it up for Ryan Quindlen. As they say, people think Ryan Roslansky is the CEO of LinkedIn.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't have to Google that.
No, it's that lady. So give it up. Thank you very much. We're all going to be top LinkedIn voices. Thanks to you, Ryan.
Thank you.
And let's keep this rolling right along. So we're going to bring up our number 2 competitor right now. So we've got 2 topics left. So once again, commenters, I'm going to need your help. Do you want to see a presentation about human resources or goal setting? So type 1 for human resources, type 2 for goal setting. And let's go ahead and welcome our next presenter, Melissa Gaglione. Melissa.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to Death by PowerPoint.
Thank you, thank you. I learned so much from Ryan's presentation. I'm a little nervous because he shared all the secrets. That really is how you get to the top on LinkedIn. So glad that everyone's here to listen to those.
I was always so bitter because I'm not a top LinkedIn voice. And I'm like, oh, it's because I'm not doing any of those.
You got to start stealing, man.
Yeah, I just got to start stealing. All right. So what do we see here? So it looks like we got a lot. It looks like we're getting a lot of suggestions for number 1. So Melissa Gaglione, video prospecting extraordinaire. You ready to play Death by PowerPoint?
I am. Luckily, I am an expert in human resources. So let's get into this.
Well, maybe not this kind of human resources, but we'll give you a countdown of 3 and let's get started.
All right. Welcome. All right, everyone. It's time that we really dig into HR, but not just all broad, everything about HR. We're going to dive into the amount of time being spent in your HR operations and if that's really worth it. Do you really need to spend that much time in HR? Is it as important as you might think it is? So, as an HR expert, I'm going to dive into this and tell you exactly why you might not really need to care that much about your HR operations. It's important that you hear this because we're spending too much time on HR. Too many conversations are having, and honestly, we don't have time for it. And I'm here to tell you today that instead of spending all this time on HR and feelings and people management systems and organizing data and how they're feeling, that it's really not that important. And I know everyone in this room thinks that I'm losing it because they like getting paid. Yeah, they like their benefits that are suggested to them by HR. But at the end of the day, if you're spending too much time on HR, are you growing sales? Are you generating revenue? So you're not going to be wanting to do that to me today when your paychecks get fatter. And that's because you're spending too much time on HR. So step 1, stop going to your HR leaders when you need some help. Go to the casino, man. You know how many times I won at the casino? I won a lot of money at that casino. And you know what? Every time I was upset at work, instead of going to my HR leader, I just hit the Hard Rock. Why not? Make that money, man. Again, HR is taking up way too much of your time. Just go burn your sorrows at the casino, win or lose, or, just win. Step 2, once you gain that money at that casino, go home with your kids. Go spend some time with them. That's really where you're going to be able to cry all your sorrows about your painful job, why it sucks, why it's so sad. And when you're spending that time with your kid and your pockets are fat after going to the casino, it's not even going to matter. You don't need to report anyone to HR. You don't need to waste their time. Just go to the casino, spend some time with your kids, and then you're going to be so clear. It's going to be so obvious to you. Exactly. Everything's going to make so much sense. And you're going to look back at, why you were so sad last week, why you hated your job last week, why you were so annoyed at your manager last week. Well, it's going to disappear because you're going to have clarity. And that's what happens when you have fat pockets from the casino, you spend time with your kids. And if you don't do those things, then you ever hear this phrase, that honey's bitter? Yeah, the honey is bitter. And a lot of times people go to HR because they need a little softness, they need a little sweetness, they need to hear that everything's going to be okay. But like I said before, that honey is bitter. Stop wasting their time. You can cope on your own, okay? You can solve your own problems. And if you choose to keep going to HR, truthfully, you got to stop. I'm going to call you out on it. Stop wasting HR's time, okay? They don't have time to talk to you about your problems when you could have solved those at the casino, all right? I will be watching. I will be checking up on you. The next person that cries to HR, you're wasting time. You should be making money, either for yourself or for your company. I don't want to hear your tears, all right? Now, this has been a great time. I hope this was, really strong for you all. At the end of the day, stop wasting time, go make money, hit the hard rock if you need to cry. See you later, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Remember, don't go to HR. Go to the casino. Because as they say about honey, it's bitter. That's what honey's known for. Everyone, give it up for Melissa. Melissa Gaglione, everybody. Thank you very much, Melissa. Thank you, everybody who is watching this here. Yeah, honey is bitter. It's like my favorite quote so far. That's what we call yes and, folks. That's an improv term. When you see a scary pot of AI-generated honey from some hallucination from Midjourney, honey's a little bitter. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for Ryan and Melissa. And everybody, please welcome. We have one more competitor today who's going to give a presentation, and then the voting starts. So stick around. We've got another wonderful presentation coming up from Jeff Hatton. Jeff, welcome to Death by PowerPoint.
Hey there, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it wasn't even my choice. The wheel chose you.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's terrifying. I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Everybody's friends here. This is all a mistake anyways, so how could we screw it up even further, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, I got to say, Melissa stole my line. I was going with the honey is bitter line. It's
the
only thing I had written down. Now I'm completely just flummoxed.
This is why you don't write your improv bits before the show starts, Jeff.
Melissa.
Oh, Gaglione! All right, so I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to give you a countdown of 3, and then your topic is going to be goal setting. So everyone get ready for a wonderful presentation on goal setting from Jeff Hatton. Here we go.
Hey there, people. Thank you for being here. Thanks, everybody, for the investment of your time and money to join this seminar. We're going to break down some barriers today, and we're going to learn why the idea of setting goals is complete horseshit. I'm going to teach you why you should give up on your dreams, forget about goals. It's time to start something completely fresh and new, a whole new mindset that's going to change you. So first off, just let's make some table stakes here. Why do we have dreams in the first place? Well, we have dreams because we want to live happier, better lives. We want to have great relationships. We want to have money, do nice things, do nice trips, those kinds of things. Again, it's horseshit. If you walk out of here with one thing in the back of your mind, I want you to remember that. So those of you who know me, I know Melissa and Ryan up front here. Thank you guys for being here. They had an opportunity to meet my dear old grandpap. He had a way of just communicating with you through stories, as well as spittle. He would spit on you, and it would really just make that story really resonate. One of the stories that he told was about his kids. Bless their hearts, this poor young couple, I would say. I mean, they were a couple because they were 2 of them. They were conjoined. They had a dream to go out and play some basketball. And as Grandpap used to tell it, and I'm feeling the spittle on my face now, his Grandpap used to tell it, they didn't succeed because dreams are horse shit. And I'm sorry. Let's bring this forward. I talked about Grandpap. He's the past. Let's talk about the future. Let's take a tool like ChatGPT. It allows you to set goals. Hey, here's kind of what I have. You plug in some information. Hey, here's some things that I have. Give me some feedback on what my goals should be, and it comes back with nothing except maybe a picture of a kitten, something like that just basically distracts you from what your ultimate goal is, which is have no goals. Because if there's one thing that just Grandpap, every time I think back to that he really made me believe, is that if you chase nothing, you have a chance of achieving something. So I don't know how many of you are Star Wars fans, but if you think back to Jar Jar Binks here, he had a way of talking. I'm going to try and recreate this. You Jar Jar Binks? No, that's not Jar Jar Binks. That was Grandpap. That's exactly how Grandpap spoke. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just a little discombobulated thinking back to it. Let me give you some final thoughts here. Setting goals, horse shit. Having dreams, horse shit. Being different than other people probably sets you up for failure even more. So all of you up front here, all of you in the back, here's what I want you to do. I don't take a picture of yourself. Don't think about the future. Let's go to the bar. Let's drink our sorrows away. I think that'll get your money's worth. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here.
Everybody give it up for Jeff. Thank you very much, Jeff. I get my Grandpap confused with Jar Jar Binks all the time. So that's very.
It's the flabby chin that'll do it.
Yeah, the spittle and the hatred that the rest of the world feels towards him. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jeff. Fantastic job. In fact, everybody give a round of applause if you're sitting at. We're not in a physical room, but start clapping like a weirdo wherever you're sitting right now for all three of our competitors. They were all fantastic, but this show is not called Fantastic PowerPoints by three people. This show is called Death by PowerPoint. So now comes the moment of truth. Now comes the time where you're going to vote. So I want you to vote. You're either going to vote for Jeff, Melissa, or Ryan. So remember, Ryan taught us about LinkedIn growth, Melissa taught us about human resources, and Jeff taught us about goal setting. So write Jeff, Melissa, or Ryan in the comments. You are going to choose who the winner is. So go ahead, drop that in there. I'm going to start this comment overlay. We're gonna keep watching this, and let's go ahead and take a word from our sponsors. Hear a word from today's wonderful sponsors while everybody is tallying the votes.
This episode is brought to you by Flying Cat Marketing. Do you want great marketing? Then fucking pay for it, you miser! Or you think you're gonna learn how to do SEO? I don't even know what your business is, but if it's anything like most of the marketing I've seen on LinkedIn, it is dog. Okay, so go to flyingcatmarketing.com and pay somebody who actually knows what the hell they're doing, for the love of God.
Death by PowerPoint is also brought to you by Apollo.io.
Well, you're in sales and you're not using Apollo? Are you crazy? It has everything you need, all right? So go to Apollo.io, take out your credit card, and just buy it, all right? Don't research it, don't ask questions to your friends, just buy it and thank me later. That's Apollo.io.
All right, the votes are in. Everybody, you have chosen today's winner. Please give it up for the smartest person in the world, Ryan Quindlen.
I didn't want to have to say it, so thank you for saying it, Chris. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that is an official title. I have had past winners get into very angry fights with their spouses. But you can take it to the bank. Smartest person in the world, Ryan Quindlen.
This is great. I'm curious, what are the plaque or certificate options? Well, you know what? I'm just going to follow up with you. I'm just going to follow up.
I was going to say, and with that, we're all out of time today. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ryan Quindlen. Thank you very much to our other guests, Jeff Hatton, Melissa Gaglione. I'm your host, Chris Bogue. Thanks again to our sponsors today, Apollo.io and Flying Cat. If you are watching this at home and you want to play a future game of Death by PowerPoint, check out the description for this video. There is a link. You can jump on the form to be added to the wheel, and maybe 2 weeks from now, you'll get to play. Have a fantastic weekend, and don't forget to join me live next week for Chris Sells His Soul.